Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Now. I'm Stephanie Haney. Today is Wednesday, June 30th. Thanks for being here for our top stories for WKYC.com and our WKYC app. We start off with the big story today. Bill Cosby's conviction for the drugging and sexual assault of a woman has been vacated by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. In an order today, the court determined that because of a previous agreement he had made with a prosecutor where he believed that he could not be charged in the future, he made incriminating statements that were then used against him in the trial, and he was therefore denied protection against self-incrimination. So he will be released from prison. The court said that the decision not to charge Cosby opened the door for him to speak freely in a lawsuit and that he relied upon that, and so he was indeed denied that protection against self-incrimination. Cosby was convicted in 2018 of drugging and sexually assaulting a woman in 2004. He was serving a 3 to 10 year sentence. He has served 2 years of that sentence. And here's what's key here. The state Supreme Court said that Cosby cannot be retried on the same charges. In other news, Fox News has been fined $1 million for sexual harassment and retaliation. The New York City Commission on Human Rights has fined the outlet. This is the largest penalty in its history, and these are for violating laws protecting against sexual harassment and job retaliation. Now, as part of the settlement agreement, this was released and reached yesterday, Fox also agreed to mandate anti-harassment training for its staff based in New York and contributors, and to temporarily drop a policy requiring people who allege misconduct to enter into binding arbitration. That's a big deal. Investigation into Fox News began in 2017 after several reports of what the commission called rampant abuse at Fox News. It was in 2016 when former anchor Gretchen Carlson alleged that the now deceased network chief, Roger Ailes, who later would step down, had made unwanted advances and derailed her career when she rejected those advances. Both Roger Ailes and former Fox personality Bill O'Reilly lost their jobs over misconduct allegations. Several other women have come forward with lawsuits and their own harassment allegations. That's including former Fox anchor Megyn Kelly. This $1 million fine groups 4 separate willful and wanton violations that each carried a maximum penalty of $250,000. So that's how the $1 million fine was established. The commission did not identify the people involved in those cases or whether there were more than those 4 cases. Here in Northeast Ohio, you need to keep an eye on the weather because the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch for the following counties. This is in Northeast Ohio until 8 o'clock tonight: Ashtabula, Geauga, Mahoning, Portage, Stark, Trumbull, and Tuscarawas. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning for the southeastern portion of Tuscarawas County. That will be up this afternoon. Here's a top story that people are clicking on today in the Northeast Ohio area. The Cleveland Division of Police is currently searching for a woman who is believed to have stolen a very expensive designer purse from a customer at TownHall in Ohio City about a week and a half ago. They say the suspect is believed to be a DoorDash driver and that this person walked into the restaurant to pick up orders and then allegedly took the purse from the back of a chair while the customer and her family were eating. The purse is a white Chanel said to be worth roughly $4,000. Now, if that interests you or you have any information about it, we have the number that you can call with information on WKYC.com. Now, some people are questioning the selection of Cavaliers player Kevin Love to Team USA for the Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympics. Again, those obviously happening now in 2021 in July, in just a couple weeks. And earlier this week, USA Basketball Managing Director Jerry Colangelo had a response to that, which some people are calling a polarizing choice to the team. Colangelo says it's Kevin Love's international experience that makes him desirable. And he said, yes, it's true that he hasn't had a great deal of playing success over the last couple of years with the Cavs, but the skills that he does bring to the table include commitment regarding physical conditioning, versatility, and rebounding and hitting shots. So that made him a desirable candidate. Kevin Love, now 32, he was Team USA's leading rebounder in its run to its second of 3 consecutive gold medals in the 2012 Summer Olympics in London. He's also a 5-time All-Star, and he played for Team USA at the 2010 FIBA World Championship Games. And his size and his long-distance shooting make him an ideal fit for international play, according to Colangelo. He also said there's 12 guys on the team, so who knows how many minutes anyone is going to play, and that role players versus full-time stars are kind of ideal for this situation. And he will be joined on the team with no shortage of stars. Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Bam Adebayo, and Jason Tatum will all be playing for Team USA with Kevin Love. Speaking of stars, there is a star in town. Adam Driver has been spotted in Wellington preparing to film White Noise, which is a new movie coming out for Netflix, and his co-star Greta Gerwig as well. They were pictured last week in front of Addie's Antiques, which is on Herrick Street. Now the building has a fresh, colorful mural, and it's got a fictitious name, Wizard Records. Also down the street, there's a vacant storefront that's being converted into a 1980s era movie theater. And next door to that, at Windsor Realty, they are painting the outside columns to make it look like a deli. So really transforming that area for the movie. Now, Driver will play a professional at a small liberal arts college where a catastrophe unleashes a chemical cloud, and he and his wife, which will be played by Gerwig, face that danger together. 2 years ago, Wellington Music Store was turned into a gun shop for the Liam Neeson film, The Marksman. So, not exactly a stranger to shaking things up in the Wellington area for filming. And we love to see that broadcast production coming here to the Northeast Ohio area. The more production we can get here, the better, because that means jobs. Not only as they turn things over and set up these sets, but also the crew for the movie and those sorts of things. And any attention we can bring to the Northeast Ohio area, we absolutely love. Hey, while they're in town, maybe they can check out our ice cream guide for the east side of Cleveland. We have that up on WKYC.com from our digital producer, Hope Sloop. And I can tell you personally that I know she really put in the legwork when putting this list together. Some of these recommendations, absolutely amazing. King Cone in Chardon, they have something called the Glazed of Glory. It's one of their signature dishes, and she describes it as Homer Simpson's ideal dessert. So you get to choose your choice of ice cream, and it's sandwiched between 2 glazed donuts with whatever toppings you would like to add onto it. They also have something called the No Name. This is an ice cream cone covered with, are you ready for this? Chocolate sauce, caramel, pretzels, cookie dough bites, and Buckeyes. That's pictured on WKYC.com, and it looks amazing. Here's a cool one for the adults. I'm definitely adding this to my list. Fairport Harbor Creamery in Fairport Harbor. They have boozy options, something called Ship-Faced. It's a milkshake, and also the boozy sampler, and you can try out ice cream that's infused with different kinds of alcohols. Now, if you want a dairy-free option, they offer Dole Whip alcohol floats. You can either fill it with a White Claw or a Vinho Verde sparkling wine. And this is located right at the top of a hill from Fairport Harbor Lakefront Park, so you could get your ice cream and enjoy a Lake Erie sunset. Another option, the Kirtland Creamery. This is in Kirtland, Ohio on Chillicothe Road. This is a perfect spot for the family this summer. They have a very kid-friendly menu. One of their specialties are the garbage cans. That comes in flavors like campfire, dirt and worms, and bear tracks. I used to love a dirt sundae when I was a kid. Chocolate ice cream, crumbles, chocolate sauce with a gummy worm on top. I have a feeling that's probably what the dirt and worms is like. They also offer a strawberry cheesecake sundae filled with ice cream, strawberries, cheesecake bites, and graham cracker crust, in case you needed a reason to get ice cream at the Kirtland Creamery. Speaking of guides, we have our Northeast Ohio fireworks guide up, and that includes everywhere that's having fireworks this summer, which is so nice to say after so many displays were canceled last year for obvious reasons. People just weren't getting together last year because we all needed to stay separate to keep each other safe. But this year, guidelines have been relaxed and we can get together again. So it's organized by county. You'll see the places and the times, and also where to listen to music that'll be synchronized with those fireworks displays. You know, sometimes they have matching music on the radio. All of that info is there from Ashtabula to Summit and everywhere in between. Check that out on WKYC.com. That's it for your 3 News Now update today for Wednesday, June 30th, which, by the way, is the last day of Pride Month. So let's just take a moment to celebrate the members here in Northeast Ohio of our lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning community. We support you, and we are here for you. And thank you for being you as we bring this Pride Month to a close. I will see you next up on What's New with your trending stories in the Clicking in Cleveland segment, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with more 3 News Now.